What's up, All Eyes DB Camp fans? I'm here to make you a better playmaker out on the field, and there's one way you are going to be able to do that, and it's going to take a little bit of faith. We're talking about it today on DB Tip Clips. All right, you hear the word faith and you're wondering, what is Coach talking about? Well, I'm going to get into that. But before I do, there are a couple of great resources for you guys if you want to become the top defensive back that you know or that you can be. And number one is 101 DB Tips. It's the ultimate DB reference guide, everything from how to play corner to how to play safety, how to train in the offseason, how to watch film. All of those great things are wrapped up into one book, available either as an ebook or in soft cover edition. You can get either one of those, and it's going to take your game to a new level. The feedback on it has been great, and I think every defensive back coach or trainer or defensive back should have a copy of this. Check out the link down below. Also, over 200 plus videos right now in the All Eyes DB Camp members area, going over coverages, technique, tips, tricks, workouts, all kinds of stuff in there that is going to raise your game to the next level. If you're going to be the best you can be, you've got to take advantage of your resources. So you definitely need to have one or both of those things. I have links to them down in the description below. All right, we're talking about faith. And what does that exactly mean? I've harped on it. Your coach has probably harped on it, and perhaps your dad's even harped on it too. It's watching film. But what good is watching all that film if you're not going to have any faith? In my time playing and coaching, I've come across players who've spent a great deal of amount of time studying their opponent on film, only to not trust what they saw in film when it's happening in the game. You absolutely can't be this kind of player. What good was watching all of that film if you're not going to believe what you're seeing when it's actually happening on the field? Defenses must have routines and consistency to be good. They cannot come into games each week with a brand new set of plays. It takes repetition to have great execution. After all, it's 11 men having to work together to make it happen. You change the plays every week, you run the risk of several of those 11 men failing to do their job. In fact, the best offenses are the ones who run a smaller amount of plays, but execute them extremely well. This means they have consistently been doing the same thing. What the offense is hoping you do on the defensive side of the ball is that you won't study as much. Offenses will literally insult your intelligence by aligning in a certain way that it's quite obvious in what they're about to do. They will also do the same thing with their personnel. Once again, they're banking on you not having studied or you not believing what you've studied when the game has come. If you're not going to study your opponent, then you'll just play into the offense and give them an advantage over you for 4 quarters. That's certainly not ideal. However, I believe it to be worse to have spent the time studying, see these things when the game comes, and fail to act. The way that plays on the mind during and after the game can have long-term effects. If you find yourself being this type of player, you must do all that you can to correct that right now. The best way for you to do this is to begin in practice. This means study your own team, and when you see what you've studied happening in practice, commit yourself to going and making the play. You may actually have to say to yourself, to hell with the consequences. Now, I'm not telling you to act outside of the coverage or the defense that's called. I'm merely telling you that within the structure of your defense, when you see a play unfolding that you're supposed to make, go make it. When the time comes, don't start playing games. What you saw on film is happening live. Be present in the moment and make the play you're supposed to make. Big plays play on themselves. Once you start doing this, you begin to have more confidence that you can continue to do it. Furthermore, it starts to weigh on the offense. They are hesitant when attempting to execute in your area. Now the routes aren't run as well and the throws aren't as crisp because they're nervous. This in turn leads to you making even more plays. It's like compound interest in your bank account. Start stacking up your paper by attacking the plays you've studied when you see them coming together in real life. I have a motto, and it's see it, believe it, go. You can adopt this for yourself and watch your value to the team grow exponentially. Again, if you want more information on how to watch film, you can pick up a copy of my book, 101 DB Tips, or join the All Eyes DB Camp members area. Hit the links in the description. Thank you guys for joining me in this edition of DB Tip Clips. And until next time, All Eyes DB Camp. Consistency breeds results.